The British National Radio Sound Preservation and Archival Society are proud to present a remastered instalment of the classic 1950s classic serial, The Newer and Further Adventures of Upright, the story of a late Victorian gentleman, based on the novel by Gravelly Stokes, and adapted to a standard sufficient to avoid copyright infringement by Valemere Lake. Episode 7. Skullduggery Exposed. It seems we have been sailing for days. We've been sailing for 4 weeks, you idiot. I am not an idiot. I cannot think what is taking us so long. You are sure we're going the right way?
Judging by the direction of the sun, sir, yes. We should be seeing land any day now.
We only have a quarter of a bottle of water left, and only the fish I can catch to eat. And they're getting wise to me. I can see you watching. I'll eat you before you eat me. Honestly, Whippet, you are such an idiot. For I refilled the bottle 2 days ago when I noticed it so low, and I can do so again. You refilled it? Don't tell me there is water all around us after all. You filled it with seawater? The only water we had left, and you ruined it with seawater? You imbecilic, half-witted, nincompoop sticks and stones will break my bones, but words shall... Ow! Don't you know, drinking seawater can make you go mad? Mad, I tell you! It has not affected Mr. Snivelingly.
Oh, I haven't needed any, sir. I'm like a camel. I've a vast store of mucus to draw upon.
Well, I have been drinking it too, and I am as sane as I ever was. Ha, 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 ha. I think if I had not said land ahoy, Whippet would have gone mad. Land? Land at last? Where? I said it to calm you. I think you ought to take a deep breath and count to a number within your range. I find 3 most effective. You don't!
Land ahoy!
Don't you start!
Ow! No, sir, look! Land!
And there was.
Dr. Handy told the mistress to rest Mrs. Jiggles, but I don't think she will. Poor dear. To think her baby swapped with a cod, and no one noticing, before that Lucy Whippet goes off in a pony and trap to goodness knows where. Oh, she wants locking up. Still, it's a pity to waste the fish. Let's get the pan on. Mrs. Jiggles? Who wants to know? It's me, Mr. Secretly. I wondered if... No, Mr. Secretly. My husband has not returned, and now I have lost my baby too. Let me see my dear little fish, Mrs. Jiggles. It is all I have to remind me of both of them. I'm afraid it's in the pot, madam. Can't a day get any worse? Yes, actually, the time is up for the money, I'm afraid. Mr. Upright's mother can wait no longer. The house is now in the charge of agents of the state, and you must leave forthwith. Now I have lost my house too. Well, you shall not have any fish. Dish it up, Mrs. Jiggles. Do not let him have any of it. You eat cod while you may, for by the end of the day you will have no more legal right to remain. Snivelingly told me that Mr. Secretly wanted me not to return, because he needed my house for his own secret purposes. But I wouldn't do it, sir, I wouldn't. You're a good, honest man. No matter how much money he could offer me, the chance of service, however humble and poorly paid, to an honest, upstanding man such as yourself, is all I want in my miserable life. I'm afraid I'm not taking anyone on at the moment, but thank you for asking. I shall remember your name. I wonder where we are. Well, let's stop talking and explore. We must find water before the fish do. They'll drink it all to spite me. They will. At first we thought it another island, and then we realized it's another island. No, look, it is the mainland. Home? Are we home? Home? We were not. We were surrounded, though, by strange people. With no regard to his safety, Whippet raced towards the first outlandish figure. They looked strangely familiar. Water, water, clean water, with their orange hair and big shoes. Spare me a few drops of precious water, I beg of you. They are clowns.
Do you not remember the squirty flowers? Yes, I used to wear one. Squirt me again, sir. Ah, it's Mr. Ringer's circus.
Roll up, have a go, lots of fun at me travelling show. You like a laugh, don't be slow, it's Mr. Ringer's travelling show. We're working on the next verse.
Mr. Ringer.
If it isn't those two young gents who used to clown about for me. Ooh, what a proboscis. A long, successful career in the circus awaits you as an elephant, young man. Oh.
It is good to see you again, Mr. Ringer. Oh, that is so good.
What brings you to Australia?
Australia?
Land of opportunity. We're leaving tomorrow.
My mother lives here.
Oh, then she shall be at our farewell show tonight for sure, for we are sold out.
Then I can ask her... Oh, not to sell my house.
No more squirting. Water's in short supply in these parts. And if you want to look for your mother, you'll have to work for it. We've no seats left.
Be clowns again?
Yes.
With squirty flowers with water?
Yes, but no using it till the show.
Done. You sure, Whippet? I realise now how humdrum married life has become. I realise how I miss the adventures we had. I want to be a clown again. I want to run away and join the circus.
Well, we always need new clowns. There's a high turnover.
Where do I sign?
Here. Here. And over there.
Splendid. For a moment, I thought Whippet had gone mad. Later, it transpired that he had. I must have been mad. Why did you let me do it?
The sun, sea-water, glamour, it turned your head a while, sir. But all is well. I have discovered that next week this circus is returning to England. Once there, you'll be able to slip away and return home.
What is this, Mr. Secretly?
It's my travel trunk.
And what is this?
That is my intimate apparel.
And this?
That is my very intimate apparel.
Are you sure there is something in here, Mrs. Jiggles?
Oh, yes, madam, this. I found it while accidentally searching his room.
But should I put it back in the trunk? Give it to me. And what is this?
How did you get that?
It is a document stating this house is built on an old gold mine. That's why you want the house. I wager Mrs. Upright does not know anything of this.
On the contrary, she found this document, but she mistakenly held it upside down. So, thinking the mine in Australia, she moved there at once. But I realised the truth. So when she'd spent her last penny on a useless shaft in Australia, I offered to buy her house, come here and secretly find the gold. In secret.
Oh, what can we do? He's going to own the house. We shall be on the streets without an halfpenny. Oh. We have until midnight, Mrs. Jiggles. The house is Thomas's till then, and I am his wife. We have until midnight to sink a mine shaft and find the gold to buy the house so that we can keep the gold we find. Are you with me? Oh,
no.
Scan the crowd as I may, I could not see my mother anywhere. Ow! I'd forgotten how amusing the plank of wood trick is. Ow! Don't forget to duck every time I swing round. Of course not. Ow! That's it. Any sign of your mother? No. I will look over here. Ow! You look over there. Ow! And we shall both check over here. Ow! Here. Ow! And here. Ow! Ow! You do not even know what she looks like. Well, that is true. So I shall look over here. Ow! Why did you walk into the plank? I do not know. Mr. Snively is doing a fine job as an elephant. Except he is spraying me with mucus. Smell this. Oh! Better? Yes, I suppose. Despite my efforts, I could not locate my mother in the crowd. After the show, disappointed, I left Whippet celebrating its success and sat beside Mr. Snivellingly, himself downhearted at not being allowed to lodge with the other elephants.
I didn't make the grade, that's why.
I thought you were very good, apart from the mucus.
That's it, sir, you see. It's held me back all my life. You'd think it would be an advantage, but it's not.
We sat upon a pile of straw and some old newspapers. On one of the old papers I saw, this is a photograph of Lucy.
Mr. Whippet's wife?
Yes, and she is holding a baby. What does the writing part say?
Father lost at sea, Leaves wife and child. Public outraged. Reward for information.
I must show him at once. I do not think he knows she has a baby. I am the one who has a wife with a baby. I took the paper to him, and he gazed at it in wonder. Do you know what this means? We must go home at once. Oh, home? Oh, that's the last place to go. I forgot you cannot read, only write. But this picture tells it all. I saw he was pointing to a different picture. Captain Nemo. Exactly. You see, it says he and his submersible went missing 6 months ago. He did not find a fountain of eternal youth. He was not 100 years old. He was just stark staring mad. Probably that fountain water was full of salt from the sea. Fountain of eternal life always did sound a bit far-fetched to me. But it was the other photograph I referred to. But don't you understand? The map must really be a treasure map. The X does show where treasure lies. We must go back and find it. But Whippet! What? Oh! Mr. Snivelingly had hit Whippet over the head with the amusing plank.
Not so fast. If anyone deserves this treasure, it's me. If I can't be a successful elephant in a respectable circus, then so be it. I shall be a rich man instead.
He took out a gun.
See this pistol?
Oh, I have written gun now. Oh, wait while I alter it.
Well, hurry up.
P-I-S-T-A-L.
O-L.
Oh, hell?
P-I-S-T-O-L.
Ah, I see.
Finished?
Yes.
Where was I?
See this pistol?
Ah, yes. See this pistol?
Yes, though it is more of a gun.
Shut up! Give me the map, and if either of you try to follow me, it'll be the worse for you.
I gave him the map from my diary, and he was gone. Oh. Never mind, Whippet. This will bring you round. You have been listening to Skullduggery Exposed, being Episode 7 on Upright, the newer and further adventures of a late Victorian gentleman, adapted by Malmere Lake from the novel by Gravelly Stoats. Next week, Episode 8, Homeward Bound.